What's happening, everybody, and welcome to a special one-on-one with a supervillain. Now, what you know, if you don't know what this is, for members of my $25 and up tier on my Patreon, the Supervillain Squad, who decided to support me, I decided to do something unique. A lot of people ask, can I pick your brain? Do you got time to talk, all this, that, and the third, and want like unfiltered answers and shit. So that's what this is. So I have people who I'm grateful first and foremost for them being a part of the squad at that level. And so I'm like, yo, we're going to do this. And like I said, this is unfiltered. This is us talking shit. You know what I'm saying? And just whatever you want to talk about, we talk about. We'll see how the conversation goes. You know what I'm saying? One of those things, like when I do Blurs or when I do Mad Titan, I have a schedule. I have it set out. I have a run sheet. This ain't that. This is just raw off the cuff. So you might hear some things you didn't expect to hear, or some things you were hoping to hear. You know what I'm saying? And this week, I'm talking to the homie, Adalberto Rios from Chicago, from my hometown. Been bringing that man up in this convo. What's up, bro?
What's going on, sir?
Man, I was doing good until 10 minutes before we started this.
What happened?
So I was playing. So I've been going home, if you know that. I've been coming to the crib for a couple of days, getting away. Like I got a little getaway spot, so they ain't got to deal with the bullshit. Well, the mayor just issued an order putting that 14-day quarantine on people who come from states, and California, of course, is on the fucking list. Here's the problem. I just bought my ticket. Like, I just paid for the ticket like 2 days ago. So now I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do, because like they say, you can just quarantine in a single crib or whatever, because like I got a place I'd stay. I mean, that'd be nothing. I'm just trying to figure out, like, if they dragging people, like, from the airport, like, as soon as you get off the plane, like, bring your ass here. Like, you know what I'm saying? I wonder what they doing. So I think that's the thing that's got me the most.
That's a very interesting thing. Like, what are they doing? Are they?
Man,
pulling people off the airport, man, that's insane.
Because that's what I mean. I don't know. Like I said, I've been hearing it, and been hearing about it happen in different states. And I understand, because California as a whole, especially Los Angeles County, these people don't know how to get their shit together. I get it. But bro, I'm like, I don't want to be here if I ain't got to. You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't shit to do.
No.
Ain't shit to do. So it's like, I'm not working my regular gig as a bouncer. I'm not gonna probably be doing that for the rest of the year. And then, like any of the online shit I can do, all I need to do is bring the camera and the mic, and I'm good. I can take a picture of the backdrop and put it somewhere. To make it look like it's just that. It's nothing, but it's like, fuck.
2 weeks is a long time.
I mean, again, if I get to be like at the crib for 2 weeks or whatever, it don't matter to me. But it's just that they not really specific on how shit go.
Yeah, I think they do that so they can like bend the rules and do whatever they want, and nobody can complain. Like, there's no set rules.
It's fucked up, man. So we were just talking before I hit the record button. You said you just been working and trying to, keep busy, huh?
Yeah. Been like trapped like a rat in a cage in this place, man. Insane.
Well, I mean, at least the good thing is, because don't you do like IT shit?
I do IT shit, yeah.
Yeah. So like that's dope, because at least you can still work. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's the best part. Like, I can do my job. Like, somebody's computer breaks, I can fix remotely. Or I just call up the company like HP or Lenovo and have it sent to them to get it physically fixed. So I don't really have to do much.
Oh, you got a sweet ass gig just sitting like, no, I can fix it remotely. Just like be sitting up ass naked in some shorts eating Cheetos, talking about some Swiss rum. But yeah, man. I first and foremost, before we even go any further, bro, thank you for all your support, man. Real talk. Like, you've been a supporter, and it means the world, bro. Like, when I saw you wanted to do this, I actually was excited, because I'm like, yo, I know he always wants to get a chance to talk to me when I'm back at C2E2, but I'm working. So, like, I'm always like, I'm here for like you got like 3 to 5 minutes. Like, what you want to say? It's like, it's gone, man. So, real talk, I appreciate it, bro. It means a lot.
Yeah, I do, because I like what you do. I like your stuff. If I didn't think you did good stuff, I wouldn't pay attention.
You make me feel special.
Like I'm a Patreon, not because I wanted to do this, but because I know I want to support you.
No, and I appreciate it. I definitely know that about you. I definitely do. The support, like, bro, like I said, it's been surreal, man. I tell everybody with this shit, like, I never, you want to do certain things. You want it to go a certain way. You know what I'm saying? I want to be able to do all this shit, but I never thought people would believe in me at the level that they believe in me. You know what I'm saying? I think that's the thing that's got me. And it's like people like yourself, man, it pushes me. Because there's a lot of days I still be like, man, what the fuck am I doing? And why am I doing this? You know what I'm saying? Because I'm that dude. I'm like, man, sometimes I feel like I can't break higher than what I am. Like I've hit a plateau or a glass ceiling. And I can see it, but it's like I can't always get to it.
I disagree with that. You just haven't hit your stride yet. That's all. Like it's there. Like you're gonna hit that point where you're big. Just take a little bit more time. That's all.
Oh no, I think that's it. You know what I'm saying? Again, I don't think I'm more, for lack of better words, impatient. I'm like, I've been putting in work on so much for so many years. Like I've been nonstop go, go, go and work, 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 and making it real work. You know what I'm saying? And making it like it's not just me saying I'm doing something, I'm actually doing something that's productive and positive. You know what I'm saying? So that's been a thing. And like sometimes you just you feel down with shit, man. I can't tell you many number of times friends of mine are doing things and I'm happy for them. Like I'm legit like, yo, congrats, all props, real talk. But then I'll be like, yo, what the fuck? What am I doing? And then sometimes I'll have to remind myself, like, nigga, look what you're doing. Like, you know what I'm saying? I got to tell myself, like, you actually are doing shit. So calm the fuck down.
Yeah, I mean, look, you went from being on people's shows to hosting your own show.
That's true. That's
Yeah,
true.
the editing may take some time, but like you're doing things. Like you're getting out there.
Yeah, you know what? And I think the thing was, again, for me, this wasn't always the primary. This still isn't the primary thing I want to do. Like I do this because I love it. I have fun with it. I get to talk about all this shit behind me and just a whole bunch more and be me on camera. And then the connections and the friendships I've made, not just from coworkers and colleagues, but again, people like yourself. It's so crazy because it's like it'll be a day I'll be like, yo, I was just a fan of them a year and a half ago. Now they're a friend. So that shit is always crazy to me, man. But I'm grateful for it, and thank you for the words, man. Seriously, thank you. It means a lot. It means a lot.
That's what I felt like last time, last C2 here. Like we were hanging out, we were having tacos. So I'm like, I went from just like saying I'm a fan to actually hanging out. So I totally get that, man. That's
Hey, bro,
amazing.
first of all, I was glad we found tacos that night.
In Chicago, you can always find tacos at night. They may not be good tacos, but you can find them.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna say. May not be the best tacos. You gonna find. You might find. Yeah, you want some tacos. The shit might not agree with you, but it's gonna be some tacos. You're gonna be happy for it, man. Yeah, man. I remember doing that after the Laugh Factory, man. I appreciate y'all coming out for that. I told you, girl, I was like, yo, y'all want to come? Let me know. I'll put you on the list. I got you. And you know, I know people. I love it when people be like, yo, I can pay to get in. I'm like, yeah, you can. However, I can make sure you ain't got to. You know what I'm saying? Like if I can do that, because it's a small thing. A lot of people look at it like it's doing the most. It's like, nah, all I gotta do is put your name on the list and you in the door. Now you gotta buy your own drinks because I ain't like you know I get 2 free drinks per show. You know that is on me.
Hey, we're not looking for handouts. What can I say? We just want to hang.
And that's cool with me, man. Like that's another thing too. Like there have been some people who I've met who, you know, like I've met through the cons or they started following me and shit like that. And they'll be like, yo, I just want to hang. And I'm like, all right, cool. Let's see. And then they get real weirded out. They get to being like, they fan out too much. And I'm like, the Chicago of me is like, calm the fuck down. Like, I'm not that dude. Like, I appreciate it, but I'm not that guy that's like, yeah, you know who I am. You know what I do. I'm like, oh, shit, man. So I deal with that shit too, man. I deal with that a lot.
Hey, some people get starstruck, man.
Yeah, and I get it because like I've been at that point. I've been on that side as well, and like I had to catch myself though because I forgot who it was, but we were all out and everybody was just having fun, kicking it, and I was like, "Is this shit real? Like, is this hat?" Because I couldn't believe it. You know what I'm saying? Like it didn't feel real at the moment, but then I had to realize, oh, I've been accepted. You know what I'm saying? I've been embraced as part of the crew, and I'm like. Okay. Okay. And so I've had to deal with that shit, man.
Dude, that's so crazy.
bro. It's interesting, man. Just like doing all this shit and seeing all this shit, and especially with everything that's going on, like the people getting called out, like the gaming and the streaming industry, like the Twitch streamers, they catching this work. I was like, oh,
dude, gamers are the worst. Like I'm a gamer, man. They're the worst.
really?
They're the most like misogynistic people on the planet.
I thought that would be some of the fans I've seen on these streams, on these, like the nerd fandom can be cool, but the most toxic place ever.
Dude, I've seen them post stuff that I'm just like, that doesn't even matter. Just shut up.
Dog, I've seen from I think I really started paying attention to it because when I started doing the shit on Screen Junkies, I remember they were like, yo, don't read the comments in the YouTube section. And I was like, why not? And so I started reading them bitches, and I was like, nigga, I'll fight you in these streets. Like, I literally was commenting people, come see me. Like, come see me. And then they was like, yo, you can't be trying to square up with everybody. I was like, all right. But when I got into the Schmodown, I think that's when I saw the worst of the worst because of the way people come at the women. Like, I was like, yo, it's a game about movie trivia and y'all going that hard. Get some pussy and calm down.
Dude, I don't get it. I don't see why you need to attack the female competitors. Like, leave them alone.
Like, what the fuck? Like, someone be like, yo, they look like, we get it. I always tell people this. I get it. A lot of them, when they put on, like, they do cosplay or whatever, you like, God damn. Like, when they dress up, you're like, God damn, because as a man, you see beauty come out. And that's cool. That's cool to acknowledge it. But the way some of these motherfuckers go, you be like, bro, calm down. Like, I guess for me, it's like, as a dude who's been around all type of women, from small to large, thick to model, skinny or whatever, like when you see them dressed up, it's like, yo, you clean up well. Like, you know, the expression, you clean up well. But it's not one of those like, fuck, now I gotta have her in my spank bank or some shit. Like, I'm good. Like, I read something, like I said, I read a lot of them. That was one of the things, to be honest, like, that was one of the things that made me pull back from the game. Because I got tired of seeing that shit. And I got tired of seeing the people, like, not just for the women, like the dudes too, like the way, like the fans try to go in and call it constructive criticism and it ain't.
No. It's just mean shit.
It's just mean shit. Because the thing is, everybody in the Schmodown ain't a personality on something. It's not just being like hosting shit. Everybody's not an actor. Everybody's not a producer. Everybody's not directly in the industry like that. So they are regular fucking people. Some are editors like Rachel Cushion and Kevin Smets and Kaiser, and they got regular gigs. And yeah, they became these personalities, and some have adapted to it. But at the same time, everybody's fucking human. And people forget that shit, man. Like, I tell people all the time, like, oh, I'm not the one. I'm not the one. Like, I just don't, you know, Christian had to tell me a couple times, like, yo, you can't be threatening the fans. And I was like, Christian, I get it, because they're paying you money. However, like, because I respect Christian to the fullest. Like, Christian and our friendship is strong. And I get it. But I always have told Christian, like, yo, you need to literally start filtering out your fan base.
Yeah.
Like, when all that shit went down with RB3 and Robert Meyer Burnett, like, no matter how those two ended up resolving what you did, you know what I'm saying? The fandom that came behind it, I was like, I talked to Mark. I remember I was talking to Mark Ellis, and I was like, yo, this should show y'all exactly what the fuck some people been talking about.
Dude, I had to like shut off the live chat. It was pissing me off. The stuff they were saying is like, dude, how can you be so blatantly stupid to say those kind of comments? Like, come on.
That's because that gives people anonymity, bro.
Like, I saw where Robert Meyer Burnett posted. When I seen it posted, I'm like, well, I know what he's going for, man, but he did it the wrong way.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I seen it, and I was like, no. And then he just kept going, and I'm like, dude, like
we all told him, we was like, yo, me, Dorian, Dwayne, RB3, basically we're like, yo, this ain't the move. This ain't, like, we sitting there trying to tell you, like, yo, as friends, like, hey, bro, this is not the move. Especially because of the way things are, you don't want to put it, you might mean a certain thing, but the way the world gonna perceive it is a whole different ball game, and that's when shit goes crazy, and that's what happened. But then, like I said, yo, I did not want to. I refused to read those comments in the live when it was happening, even when they had us do Schmodown backstage, because I was like, nope. I was like, if I read it, I'm gonna acknowledge each and every one of them on the show. And a lot of them just want to be acknowledged. A lot of them want to, you know what I'm saying, want you to pay attention to them and stuff like that. And it's like, yo, you're not worth it.
That's the wrong way to get it, though. You want to get it by insulting people? That's the wrong way to get it. You're going to get noticed, but now nobody wants to talk to you. Nobody wants to be around you. Like, you're trash. You're garbage.
Well, you got to remember, a lot of these people don't have, I say this all the time, and I mean it from the bottom of my heart. A lot of these dudes that do that, because it's majority dudes, like there always be a few females, but the majority of dudes that do that never had any real friends and don't. And now, because of the internet, what it's given people to be this identity and ability to be whoever you want, motherfuckers think they can say whatever they want and just be good with it. I keep trying to tell people, yo, y'all act like the ending of Jay and Silent Bob Strikes Back ain't real. When the Bob went to everybody crib, was like, what shit? Like, it's real. It's real. And I think, you know what I'm saying, people just gotta, like you say, you want people to have respect for everybody. And I get it. It'll never be that way. It'll never be that way.
People need to remember, like, the people that talk to you are actual people. Like, you, like Chance and Kalinowski have these great, evil, jerky characters. But they're real people underneath. Like, you say bad things to them in the wrong way, it's gonna hurt them personally. You can't do that.
And people kill me when they tell us if you didn't want to deal with criticism, don't be part of the game. And then try to go. Then the worst part is when they try to do the whole, well, Christian wanted like the WWE. And I'm like, all right, first of all, what we not finna do is we not finna compare it to what they go through in WWE. Because first of all, they go through hell for real. But guess what? They get paid millions of dollars to go through that hell. And they know it. They know what comes with the game. They know what comes with the territory. They know the type of fans. They know about social media, all this shit. That's why most of them ain't on social media. They're on there, but they don't use it like that. They know what everything comes with. Whereas with the Schmodown, motherfuckers barely making $50. Barely. Just gonna keep it real. So you're doing, when people say they're doing it for the love, they're doing it for the love.
The amount of studying they have to do, they would have to.
Listen, I mean, damn, I take this abuse. Just, oh man, you're gonna go and get this $35 to take this abuse from who? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I deal with that. You deal with that shit anyways. Stand-up wise, wrestling, all this shit. You gotta take criticism from that, because of course, as a stand-up, bro, you're not finna be funny to everybody, which I don't give a fuck. Like, I tell everybody this all the time. I know I'm hilarious. I don't give a fuck what you gotta say. You ain't gotta like me. Like, I know I'm good. You know what I'm saying? I call it egotistical, but I know I'm good. But you ain't gotta like me, because I know if it's you and one other person that don't like me in a room of 300 people, more than likely 275 are gonna fucking love me.
Yeah.
It just is what it is. So, but you know that, and with wrestling and all that, everybody gonna have their favorite wrestler, but it's like I choose those. Again, I choose these careers. With the Schmodown, I choose to entertain. Oh, now y'all want to call me back? Man, whatever. So American Airlines called me, because American Airlines called me back, because I was like, they put me on hold. I was like, call me back. Because they was like, yo, we can call you back in like 30 minutes. I'm like, y'all need to tell me what the fuck am I doing? Because like I said, I stay with one of my homies when I go home. And so this way I ain't got to be bothered with nobody. I can just chill, whatever. But I told my homie, I'm like, yo, if I stay, like, let's say hypothetically I come back to the crib, right? And I got to stay these 14 days because they hit me up like the bounty hunters off the airplane. It was like, bring your thick ass here, sir. I told my homie, like, you got to get internet in your crib. I can't keep using my hotspot on my phone. Like, I can't keep doing this shit. Like, you better have the internet. Like, if I'm stuck 14 days, you got to have the internet. Then also it's also like, what do you, because you're supposed to just stay self-quarantine for 14 days. Okay. How, like, unless I go out and you check my ID, what you going to ask me? How long have I been here? Like, if I'm smart, I'm going to make sure I tell you at least 3 weeks. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to tell you at least 3 weeks, because You're not finna check to see my flight schedule if I'm going to a restaurant or a bar. You know what I'm saying? You're not finna you finna check my ID. You're gonna see my shit say California. You'll be like, oh shit, shouldn't you be self-quarantined? I'm like, man, bro, I've been here about a month. I'm good. That's all you can ask.
Yeah. Don't tell people tricks, man.
I mean, like, what's gonna happen? They're gonna be like, they're gonna call, like the bar finna call, like the bouncer finna call the police. Like, hey, look, we think we got one. Look, he brought his ID here. He said he been here 3 weeks. I think he been here 3 hours. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. So it's like, it just is weird to me. This whole shit, man. I think we all knew this shit was gonna be terrible, just as a whole, because you just got selfish ass people.
Dude, I thought, okay, we all do quarantine for a few months. June was gonna hit, and then we'll be back to playing. But people are so stupid, like it's messing up everything.
If motherfuckers would have stayed at home, wouldn't have started protesting and arguing, bitching because they couldn't get a haircut, all that shit, they never did that. We've been good. Because it was the motherfucker that it was. I am due a haircut. How dare you? You see these roots? Fuck your roots. You'll be okay. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers trying to get a haircut to go back home. Stop. You'll be okay. But it's like if those were the main ones starting it. If they'd have stayed their asses in the house, because they're the ones who ended up going out, spreading it to each other. Spreading it to each other and then spread it to more people. Like if they'd have stayed their asses in the house, we'd have been good right now. My biggest concern is like y'all finna fuck up my birthday. Like y'all are really finna fuck up my birthday. My birthday's August 25th. Y'all gonna fuck up my birthday and I'll kill every last one of you bitches. Because it's like I'm not trying to do no motherfucking. So I'm turning 40 this year. A lot of people don't know that. Like, first of all, I look good to turn 40. Right. I know. What? You got good genes. Anyway. So it's my 40th, like, and it's supposed to be a big, like, I plan, like, yo, I'm finna be able to do shit for my 40th. And I'd be goddamn, I'm finna do a Zoom party for my 40th. Goddamn, I'm finna sit there like, yo, y'all join my Zoom party while I'm sitting at home by my motherfucking self. Still talking about some, people came and showed up. I never understand how people be like, man, I'm so happy people celebrated with me, because as soon as you log off the computer, nigga, everybody's gone and you just sitting by yourself like, so what we gonna do? Hey,
some people just need that little bit of interaction. Just the way it is.
but man, listen, I can understand that, okay? I can get that. However, once that little bit is done and you realize, because again, if it's a birthday party, I get people do regular Zoom get-togethers. I get that. That's a whole different thing. When you're talking about celebrating the birthday like it's a party, you can't be on Zoom until 2, 3 in the morning. You won't give a shit because you'll go to sleep. But you're doing a 2-hour Zoom. Next thing you know, you're looking around like, well, guess I'm gonna order pizza and order me a pizza and watch some porn. Like, that's how you gotta feel. Like, you just
Hey man, something's better than nothing for people. People are just desperate.
Bro, I don't know, man. I don't know if I want to say it, dog. It's just, it's so fucking terrible. It's so fucking terrible, man. I just don't know. Like, I want to be able to go.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't even really have to go to a bar. I wouldn't have had to go to a bar. I'm good. So,
just hanging out. That's all you want. A gathering of more than 10 people.
Man, I want a soiree, nigga. More than 10. Like, I don't need 50 people. I can take 10. I need more than 10, because then I've seen people do the 10 shit, and now it's so weird because they'll have 10 people literally try to spread you motherfuckers out. Like, do you understand how weird it looks looking at 9 other people from a distance? like it's clear that you all are spread out. It's not like it's 40 people and you're trying to do it, and some people will be by each other and others some people won't. But you got 10 motherfuckers standing out here looking like, well, so when does the chanting start? Because that's what it looked like. You got 10 people straight out like you motherfuckers gonna do a seance. No.
Let's get some candles, man. Just follow what it is. Get some candles.
That's my favorite. Get some fucking candles. I'm gonna get some candles. I'm sitting around here by myself playing Spotify with candles. Then bought myself a suit for myself. Like, well, here we are, baby. It's our birthday, and somebody tweeted you, and you tweeted back. Okay, you did that. You did that. No, I don't want to do that. If I'm drunk, I want to be drunk like I've been in years prior. Like I'll admit, I've been doing like I do a karaoke get together for my birthday because it's just like it's something fun. It ain't no real pressure. People just come together, hang out, get drunk, whatever. Get me drunk, fine. I know last year, was it last year? I think it was last year or year before last. I had like at one point because I was having people give me tequila pineapple so I can keep taking it down. Well, at one point, I remember I had 3 glasses of tequila at the same time, bro. I had all 3 straws lined up. I was like, if you ask me how I got home, I have no recollection. Dog, I woke up the next morning. I was like, so I woke up. First of all, and my biggest fear, I was like, okay, so you're awake. You're going to turn to your side and pray to God no one is there. Like, I was like, it's my birthday. I got fucked up. So here we go. I'm telling myself, like, here we go. 1, 2. Oh, God, it's just a window. Thank God. Like, I was so nervous because I didn't want to have that. But I'm like, how do I explain to myself I've been out here reckless? You know what I'm saying? Like, But how are you dealing with everything out there? I know you're working and shit, but with everything that's going on and like now the opening back, everything is opening back up.
I just been at the house, man. Like I go to the store. That's about it. Like I don't really do nothing else.
It's the realest shit ever. I go to the store. I don't blame you.
I don't really want to be in restaurants. Like
I went. So when I was back last time, I went to McCormick and Schmidt's downtown.
Okay.
One on Wacker. But the thing is, they're not letting you be in the dining room, so they do it all outside. So it's all patio, outdoor air. You know what I'm saying? But they say it's the best thing to do. Yeah. So I was like, it's cool, we doing this. But then, because when I checked, so let me preface this. When I checked the weather for the 3.5 days I was going to be in Chicago, it was only supposed to rain on Monday, possibly. Okay, Monday was possible to have some rain, which I was like, cool, that's fine. Tuesday, the day I knew I was going out to dinner, because it's like, fuck it, I'm going to go out. It's like it's supposed to be clear. I didn't have a jacket on or nothing. I'm looking around like, oh, because I'm always the person that always knows when it's raining. Because I'm always that dude that was like, that's a raindrop. Everybody else be like, I ain't felt nothing. Like, how the fuck you to build that water? And next thing I knew, it was starting to rain. I said, okay, y'all on bullshit. I said, where the fuck is
That's the Chicago weather, brother.
Hey man, I get it. However, I should have listened to Tom Skilling. He'd have told me everything. We all know that's a Chicago weather legend, dog. If Tom Skilling ain't telling you what to do, then you shouldn't do it. Man, this sucks so bad, bro. One of my homies, just my cousin's wife, they out here. She just hit me up on. She just commented my thing on Facebook. She was like, "We thinking about renting a van for our next trip. Like, let me know. I will put in money for the van." Like, look, just let the white woman drive because she's white, he's black. I'm let the white woman drive because I'm not going to have the 2 of us sitting up in the front and a white woman in the back in the van look like we kidnapped her. That shit goes wrong. No G. Like, rolling through a state we shouldn't be rolling through. They be like, what you doing with that good girl? Like, that is his wife, okay? I am just here to go for a trip. I need to get out the house.
Oh, man, I wouldn't do it, man. I don't trust house right now.
Dog, it's so fucked up. Like, it's so fucked up because I know I gotta call America to be like, so tell me what to do. Because either I try to cancel my ticket or I just go ahead and ride out the 2 weeks. But the thing is, I'm looking at my schedule and I'm like, shit, can I ride out that 2 weeks? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm looking like, can I ride out the 2 weeks to be gone? I mean, granted, again, anything I need to do at this point, ain't no auditions me going in a studio. Like, ain't none of those. Those all self-tapes. And then, like I said, my job, I'm not working. Man, I'll tell you something. I wasn't working for a long time out here. I was skating by. I was doing a lot of freelance stuff, making little odd jobs, doing shit. And I was making the bills happen. And all of a sudden that shit slowed down, and I was like, "Oh fuck!" I was like, "Shit, what should I do?" And my homeboy was like, "Yo, why don't you just go and get your guard card?" I was like, "The fuck do I need a guard card?" It's like, be a bouncer. You have the size. I was like, "Man, they shoot bouncers. They shoot bouncers." Let me show you how real it's gonna be. We're finna see this call right now. I'm holding. You gonna hear the call?
Do that. You do that.
Watch this. Hello. Okay. Mm-hmm. You know they gotta give you the message, let you know you call. All right, look. Now I don't need time. Motherfuckers gonna tell me, bro. I'm so terrified. Like, I'm so terrified. I never thought I'd be this scared with this. Cause I'm just like, what do I do?
That's a good question. What do you do?
Here, hold on, I got a representative. I'm good. How are you? So my question is, I got a flight scheduled to go from LAX to Chicago on the 20th, and I'm supposed to come back on the 23rd. But they just issued an order in Chicago about a 14-day mandatory quarantine. So I'm trying to find out as of now, can I just cancel my ticket and get a refund? Because I don't need to be out there for 14 days. My man's was like, let me look at something. Give me a second.
Typical bullshit answer.
Let me see what I can do. Like, let me see. Because, like, bro, I don't want to just be sitting out those. Look, I love my hometown. You know I love the crib. But if I can't do shit, like, I don't want to just...
Check your emails on the update on it. Just a moment, okay?
Okay, no problem. You know I love the crib and shit, but it's like, if I can't, like, I can't work, I can't do stand-up, I don't want to see family. Fuck my family. Like, because my family want to act, they want to act like I'm... Dog, that's the one thing I hate, so to speak, about living out here.
Oh, gosh, yeah. Let me check it out.
He sounds like he is Nigerian and French. Don't know. Or he sounds like he's tired as fuck and he don't want to be at work. Like, you all are calling about the same thing. Everybody wants to cancel the fucking ticket. Like, yes. I want to cancel the fucking ticket.
You got 14 days you're sitting around doing nothing. Cancel the ticket.
Yo, can you come kick it? No! Y'all still shooting niggas. Even during the pandemic. No!
Something like gave you the other night.
Niggas getting shot during the pandemic.
Just a moment.
Okay, no problem. Motherfuckers getting shot through a pandemic. Like, you haven't drive-by. You got gang violence during the... Like, it's already... Like, it's crazy because, like, we start talking... I've been seeing the thing about all the kids getting shot, which is fucked up, first and foremost. But it seems real weird that that's something they all of a sudden now want to promote because, unfortunately, even though it's never been good, that shit's been happening.
Yep.
You get what I'm saying? Like, that's the weird thing to me. Like, Chicago ain't new. It ain't new to Chicago, unfortunately.
No, but now they have an agenda to push. We need all the cops we can get. We can't defund the police. But that's what that is.
Yeah.
That's them pushing their... You can't change police officers because we need them.
That makes sense. That makes a hell of a sense. Because it's like, the fuck are you like? Unfortunately, like I said, the shit's been happening. You know what I'm saying? No matter how many cops they've had, the shit's been happening. I hate humanity. Oh.
Right, dude, they were shooting out here a couple weeks ago. Where are the cops? They didn't even show up.
Well, they're not showing up on purpose now. That's what it is.
Put you on hold. I'll be back,
Okay,
okay?
no problem. This motherfucker literally just told me, he was like, let me put you on hold and be back, okay? You'd already had me on hold.
Dude, like, I'll believe you if it was something that just started happening after the protest, but this has been going on for the last 20 years. Like,
And this thing, it's like it's weird. Nobody is trying to condone it because the shit shouldn't happen, but it's not new.
And nobody doing shit about it. But now all of a sudden you want to act like you're doing something about it.
I get tired. I told motherfuckers on Facebook and everything, stop using Chicago as your barometer for shit. Like, stop that shit. Like, Chicago ain't even in the top 10 of most dangerous cities. So stop doing that shit. I hate people doing that shit. I hate it. It's annoying.
Yeah.
All right, let me see what they say. Because I can use this $300 back. Because I know they're going to tell me, well, we put it in the airline credit and you can use it when you want to. At this rate, I don't know when the fuck I'm going to be able to use
it. 2 years from Saturday.
I'm being posted like, yeah, if y'all know of any box cars that's on the train freights that's going to Chicago, let me know so I can hop in the back of one of them. Dead ass being a boxcar situation. Be driving 6 white horses when she comes.
Okay. The ticket is non-refundable. If you cancel it, you will have until December 31st, 2021 to reuse the ticket with no penalty.
The ticket's non-refundable, even because of a pandemic, because of the reason my travel is. Wait, so my ticket is non-refundable, even though the reason right now I cannot travel is due to the pandemic.
Yes, you can cancel it. You get a credit. You have more than a year up to the 31st of December 2021 to reuse it with no penalty.
Okay. All right. Thanks for nothing. Take care. Goodbye.
That face says everything right there. That's the, if I was not on camera right now, you would hear some shit face.
That's the me trying to keep my Christianity face. Fuck.
Dude, so I have this question for you. How was it performing in an empty nightclub on YouTube?
Oh, when we did the Laugh Factory shit?
Yeah.
Weird. Hella weird. Because you're performing, I'm literally looking directly at the camera the whole time. And the only people that may be in the room is the other comics. And so you got to hope you can make them laugh to have some type of reaction. Because you have jokes that you know that work and you normally get a reaction and you're like, oh, okay, this is happening. It was so weird because also it seems like a long ass time. It seems like forever. Like, I mean, some of the other comics, we all know each other. They were like, well, shit, what do I? They were listening to me go up. And they were like, well, fuck, what am I going to do? They're trying to figure out their sets. Me, I'm on stage like, I don't want to tell none of my regular jokes because I can't see the reactions for my regular jokes. So I don't want to feel like the shit that I know works bombing. I'm like, oh, I was like, what can I talk about off the top of my head? That's legit what I did. And it's an experience because so I've done stand-up almost every other non-conventional way. I've done it without a microphone. I've done it in the middle of bars while sports shit is going on. I've done it for weddings. I've done it for backyard parties where the only person who knew a comic was coming was the person who booked me for the show. Like, that shit is weird. But to sit there and do your shit online, I actually did it online before, because I moved out here into 2015. So early 2016, BuzzFeed did it. BuzzFeed had did it, and I did it for BuzzFeed. And I was like, the fucked up part is I told myself, I will never do this again. However, the Laugh Factory pays, so I did it.
Dude, it was a good set. It was a good set.
Oh, you watched it?
I watched that. Yeah, I watched that live, dude.
Oh, yeah, because that's the only way you could have seen it. Oh, thank you, man. I didn't, again, bro, everything I was saying was off the top of my head. Everything.
That's pretty good.
I was literally like, let me just roll with shit and let my brain work. Because that was another thing. I needed that because my brain hasn't had a chance to work comedically, that muscle, in almost 3 months. Like, people will be like, well, you on camera, you doing blurs and all this shit, and you cracking jokes. I'm like, yeah, I can do that, but that's not a set. Like, I'm just me. But to be able to, like, translate jokes and shit like that, Oof, man, it was because you're sitting there like, all right, what am I gonna say? What am I gonna say? What am I gonna say? What am I gonna do? What am I gonna say? What am I gonna do? And then you're like, well, fuck it. I'm gonna listen to whoever's in front of me. And if they say something I can piggyback off of, I'll do that. And then I'll let it roll from there because I know I can do that. And I was like, all right, I literally told myself too, let me channel my inner Patrice O'Neal. I need to make this because I was like, I need to make this as conversational as possible to make it flow, if that makes sense. If I didn't make it conversational, I wouldn't have been able to make it flow. Like if I was trying to do jokes, like I saw a bunch of the other comics, they were doing jokes, and I'm like, it was working. Probably people were probably loving it, but for me, because of the type of comic I am and what I do, like I tell stories, and so I know where laughter should come at a certain point, if that makes sense. I know where I'm like, a certain point, people should be laughing here. I can let them hold that laughter. I can go here. I can stop the laughter here. You know what I'm saying? I know how to do all that based off of what I've been doing with the set. And so to do that shit, man, it was really a test, but I felt good. I felt good about it because I was like, I did that. I was like, went like 15 minutes. And he was like, you can go longer. I was like, nigga, no. Like, because I didn't want to have to start going to my jokes. Okay. Like I can keep putting stuff on top of my head. That's fine. I can do it. But again, it's easier to do that with a crowd. If there's some level of a crowd there, I can go for as long as I need to with no problem. But no crowd, I'm like, so the table and chairs. Hey, y'all looking woody. It was I'll start doing shit like that. So yeah, it was cool, man. It was cool.
It's
always just you get nervous. I tell people all the time, I still get nervous every time I perform. People are like, oh, well, you should know, you know what you're doing, and blah 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 blah. And I'm like, man, you don't realize this. Every crowd is different. Every single crowd is different. Like you can literally have one crowd love you and the next crowd hate you. Like when I do back-to-back shows at the Laugh Factory, that shit is a test. For me, I don't think it's so much a test because I've learned, having performed that so much, how I have to be. Like I know I'm gonna get a lot of Chicagoans, and then depending on what time of the show it is, I might get a lot of people who've never been there, who still are Chicagoans, but who have never been there before. Okay. So it's like I gotta play to that. And didn't y'all stay for both shows?
I did, yeah.
Yeah, because I ended up doing damn near 2 different sets. Right.
That's why we're not the tacos after the second show.
Yeah. I had to do, because I had to do 2 different damn near sets. And I was like, I didn't have to. I didn't have to do 2 different sets. I wanted to challenge myself because I was on the show with some people who also did the second show, I think. And so I was like, well, let me see if I can do something different. Because that's the thing a lot of comics will do. They just have a set and they just do that shit over and over and over. And it's like, all right, cool. But I also want to make sure I got enough material that I don't have to rely on that. Like I know I got jokes that are 5, 6, 7, 10 minutes if I do it all. So I don't need to just stay on those. I can go bring in a bunch of different shit. I can glom a bunch of shit together because I know if I want to make a rolling laughter, I know I can put a bunch of shit together. But man, listen. Yeah, so it's fun, man. It's cool. I love it. I never, you know what I'm saying? The way I got into stand-up too. I think I told you how I got into stand-up, right?
No, I don't think you did.
So you already know about the wrestling. That's a given.
Yeah.
So I was on Facebook, and there was a girl who had an entertainment company out in Chicago at the time. And I would always just write these little funny ass statuses and shit. And she hit me up and she was like, yo, you funny. You ever thought about doing stand-up? And I was like, not really, because I wouldn't know how to get into it. So she was like, let's have a meeting. Let's meet up. And we talk. She set me up to do my first open mic. It was at the Checkerboard, where where Checkerboard used to be in Hyde Park. So she was like, yeah, you just need 5 minutes. I was like, that's it? Like, I just need 5 minutes worth of jokes? I was like, I talk shit on a microphone in wrestling, cracking jokes flawlessly. I can write 5 minutes worth of shit. Wrote it and did the mic. And when I did it, I destroyed it my first time. And I had like all these legends in Chicago, B. Cole, Lil Rel, all of them like, yo, you funny. You got some shit. So, nigga, that was the worst thing that ever happened to me. Because my ego was too high. Cause like it was like, oh, I'm good. I got this shit. So next week I wrote a whole new 5 minutes. I didn't know in stand-up you were developing a set. Wrote a whole nother 5 minutes. When I tell you I went back on stage, I bombed my ass off. I was like, what the fuck happened? Cause I didn't know. I was like, yo, I bombed. And then I was like, all right, I can pull myself back. And like 2 to 3 weeks after I started, I entered a comedy competition like an idiot. I was like, I can do a competition. Bro, when I tell you how hard I bombed, nobody booed, nobody said shit. Everybody just sat there and stared. Do you know how terrified that is? People don't want to give you damn bit of energy, dog. Like they just...
Dude, you went to school. That's what you did.
Let me tell you.
Dude, that bomb was a class. You took a class in bombing.
Oh man, that was a master class at that bomb. I went because I was staying with my girl at the time. I went into because my girl let me borrow a car so I can go do the competition. I went in the car and cried behind the wheel like Carrie had lost homecoming queen. I was in the car like I was bawling seriously. I wrote a bit I'll never forget. I don't remember what exactly it was about, but it had me fall on the floor and humping the floor. Cause I was like, I seen that on Comic View. Like when I tell you, bro, this shit was it was terrible. It was so fucking terrible, man. But it was cool. I mean, it was terrible now. In retrospect, it was like I needed to have that happen. But whoo, man, my soul. Because that wasn't even my worst bomb.
Dude, like all the best champions fail before they succeed.
Oh, true. But people think the bombing and stand-up is easy to take. That shit is soul shattering. Like I bombed at Jokes and Notes. So the thing used to be for Jokes and Notes, Wednesdays you go up, you do the open mic, which was more a showcase. Mary liked you, Mary give you a weekend spot. I, for months, nigga, was going up at Jokes and Notes, eating all the dicks on stage. Nigga, it was so bad. The DJ Dollar Bill had this thing where if you were bombing and it was quiet, this nigga would play a cricket sound effect. And that's what made people laugh. That was the worst thing you want to hear. Nigga, I went up 1 week. I thought I was killing. I was telling this joke about squirrels. Nigga, how I hate squirrels because it's a true story. Motherfuckers was quiet, and all of a sudden I hear the I was like, oh fuck, them the crickets. Then as I had a few laughs here and there. I wasn't just bombing. It got to a point where the nigga bombed so bad. It went from the crickets to if you were bombing. This is how funny it was. If you were bombing that hard, the host and like whatever comics was around them, as soon as they was done, the DJ would play Move Bitch on the stage. And we go on the stage and dance the niggas off, start footworking on stage like, gotta go. To Ludacris's Move Bitch. I remember that. I was like, and the problem was like, I'd done it so many times to people. But my biggest, I was like, yo, now that you did this to people, you got to make sure every time you go on the stage, you destroy, whether it's the same jokes over. Because I didn't want to take that chance of being a nigga caught with. Because black people with comedy, they're the best and the worst. So I love my people. Because if you kill, they got your back. Yo, you stupid to the motherfucker, bro. You fucking hilarious. All that. You bomb, niggas will roast your soul. or they do the worst thing ever where it's like after the show, all the comedians outside, whatever, everybody talking to people. And you could be standing with 3 other comics. And motherfuckers, you be the one that bomb of us, be like, yo, good show, bro, good show. Nigga, you stupid. Hey, you dope as fuck. All right, y'all take care. And then leave. And you like, oh, that's how you feel? because you already know you bombed in your heart. But to have a person be like 1, 2, 3, I'm out of here. Dog, it's made me want to cry. So I've seen it happen. I've had it happen to me. And the thing is, you gotta suck up your pride when that happens because you know what it is. Like you feel hella shitty. You like, okay. Okay. All right. Okay, all right. So we just gonna act like we bombed. Okay, we bombed. Okay, you said we bombed. We had a terrible set. Okay, that's what it is. We're gonna come back to it. I don't know why I got Denzel with it, nigga. Just like, okay, all right. We're gonna come back to it. We're gonna get it back together.
He's persistent. That's why he bombs. He gets right back up there.
It does, but see, here's the problem with that statement. Too. Like, that's a true and good thing. But the problem with it is, there are some people that I know for a fact keep on bombing, have never gotten better, and we're in this day and age where you're not supposed to discourage anybody. You're supposed to tell everybody to follow their dreams and believe in themselves and all this other bullshit. But some people need to be told this ain't for you.
Why don't get on stage, brother?
Because the thing is, like, one thing I think I learned from being in this bit, from being a stand-up wrestling helped me understand stand-up better. That makes sense. I was in wrestling first, and the businesses parallel each other. But the thing with stand-up is everybody's not a performer. Some people are just great writers. And then some people aren't great writers, they're just great performers. Then you have those who are the combination of both. But then you also have those who are the definition of neither. You know what I'm saying? So it's about finding that. Like it's about being honest with yourself. Because I know a lot of people like, yo, I can perform, I just don't have the material. Or I got the material, I just can't get it out the way I think it needs to go out. But then you have some people who like, yo, they write something, they perform it, and you're like, God damn, you're a monster. Like, that's what I hate when when you catch people who be like, women ain't funny. I'll be like, shit. I'm like, yo, miss me with all that bullshit. I know some women that are monsters that I refuse to follow. Because I know I'm climbing uphill. Like I'll take the challenge to make myself, to force myself to be better. But that's an uphill climb because they've set the bar so high. You got to come up at least damn near reach it. Or if not, everybody's like, ugh, who is he? Why is he here? You know what? You made a good point. I probably shouldn't have been here. I'm sorry for interrupting everyone's life, okay? Like, cause that's what it feel like, man.
Man, I'm tired of that whole women aren't comments. Get over it.
But that's this belief that, see, everybody just goes off of, oh, in order to be funny, you have to be somebody who's made it. You have to be Amy Schumer or Wanda Sykes or Sarah Silverman or Whitney Cummings. And it's like, okay, but there are hundreds that I know of women who are just as funny as they are, but just haven't gotten their break. Like, I think people forget that. Like, you can be top tier in your eyes and many other eyes, whatever career you want to do. But if the right person don't ever see you or give you that shot, then it's for lack of better words, for nothing. Cause I know a bunch of women, dog, that are like, they are monsters on stage. Monsters. And it forces you to be a better comic. It forces you to write more and take a joke in the direction you never thought you would take it. But that whole women ain't funny shit, I loathe that statement.
Yeah.
I loathe it, man. It's just, I don't know. I was talking to my homegirl the other day, and she was like, what's going on with everybody? Why is everything like the way it is? I was like, this ain't new. I'm like, what's happening is it's all coming to the surface at the same time, which I think that should let people know, as fucked up as it is, it's a good thing.
Yeah.
Because now it has to come out. It has to all come out. And now once it's out, you're like, what do we do with it? We either embrace it or move it.
Without change, all is important.
I agree. I definitely.
We need to make changes. We straight up need to make 100% changes. I'm just so tired of all this crap. We need to change. We need to quit pretending like something's good when it's not. Just make the changes necessary.
I think the thing with that, unfortunately, is people think that the most menial and small shit is change. And like, for instance, like these voice actors stepping down on their own from no longer voicing black characters. That's cool. That's fine. But black people never asked for it. We never asked for it. You know, so we never were like, yo, he got to stop voicing Cleveland. She got to stop doing this. Nobody said that. They were like, well, I'm going to do that. Cool. Because first of all, there should be, and I hate when people try to play the reverse on it. Well, what about black people voicing white characters? The thing is, when a black person voices a white character, they're using just their voice. They're never changed. Every time a white person voices a black or brown character, they change their voice. Black people just go in the booth and be them.
Yeah.
And so, like, you had that, and then, like, the Aunt Jemima shit. I was like, okay, yeah, we need to change that. That's fine. That definitely need to be changed. But wasn't nobody directly asking about it at the moment. Like, we've been saying something about it, but this right now, this ain't what we asked for. We didn't ask for a black bachelor right now. It's been 20-some years, and you just now deciding to give us that nigga? No. We know what it is. It's you're trying to... The change with all this shit that a lot of these places doing is so insincere. It's so ungenuine because it's just only because of what's happening, not because it's needed to be. A NASCAR deciding, no, we no longer gonna fly the Confederate flag. Oh, really? Now? We're not gonna let the Confederate flag be there now? The flag that y'all been proudly displaying for years, and now it's all of a sudden a problem. Come on now. And it's certain black people ain't asking for that. The one thing black people have asked for, the main thing has been, people are like, oh, it's changing. No. We're talking about not these small little bit by bits, overhaul. Like an overhaul. And that ain't happened. Like people keep saying dude may win, the orange fuck him up, and may win again by a landslide. I don't think he'll win by a landslide. I really don't. Like, if he wins, it'll be slim. And the reason being, he fucking over too many people he's supposed to be helping. But then again, I know when 2016, this motherfucker, all his plans was to fuck them over. And they were like, I'm still for him. No, let's not do that. I think if he does get reelected, it's going to be something major happen.
I'll be surprised if he doesn't. All these racist people out here.
I mean, I've been saying that. Like, I'll be surprised if he doesn't actually get reelected, because everybody like, well, Biden's leading in polls, and I'm like, yo, y'all please don't act like you didn't remember Hillary Clinton was leading in every fucking poll. Hillary Clinton was supposed to dog walk dude, and everything turned around, and everybody was like, oh, huh? I remember the day he got elected, dog. I had a field day laughing. Because I was out here, I was at an open mic. Never forget, I was in like North Hollywood, Burbank area. And they had, they'd have some regular shit on TV, then they had the election on. And around the time, because again, California is 2 hours behind, when I think it was the shit on the East Coast is closed, they were like, we can predict that Donald J. Trump is when I tell you, dog, I saw white people in tears. I giggled my ass off. I walked up to him and I was like, welcome to the party. Because y'all now finna see the shit that black and brown people have been telling you for the longest. You finna experience this in a full fold. And it's your fault. If you didn't vote for him, yeah, I get it. But that's your auntie's fault, your uncle's fault, your family members you coddle and let be like that. That's all their fault that it made this happen. So now y'all got to live with this shit. Like, people be like, oh, black people's lives haven't gotten any worse. They haven't gotten any better either. So, like, when people were killing me, and they were like, oh, Donald Trump has made the lowest unemployment numbers from black people ever. I was like, okay, first of all, if you want to believe that, you need to tell me, do you know, I had to tell people, like, do you know exactly how unemployment numbers are counted? Like, do you? Do you? They was like, no. Well, unemployment numbers are only counted by the amount of people who file unemployment claims. It does not count the people who are no longer allowed to file because they've exhausted all of their benefits. Therefore, they're not filing. That does not mean they're back to work. That means they're not filing. So therefore, the number will decrease. So therefore, you think all of a sudden people are working when that ain't the case at all.
Look at the amount of homeless people you have. When the homeless number goes up and unemployment goes down, because they all have a place to get checks.
Nobody catches on to that. Those two numbers are symbiotic with each other. First of all, and you got places like, again, out here, I am blessed, bro, where I'm at out here. I'm blessed that my spot don't cost a lot. And like, it's so crazy because they literally are renting out an apartment in my building for $1,000 a month more than what I'm paying right now. So I'm like, y'all are crazy. So, and a lot of cities are doing that, and at the same time, people talking about, oh, well, we're gonna make a minimum wage $15. Like, that don't mean shit. Like, $15 an hour don't mean shit when the rent's still going up. You got to make that shit comparable. But that's the shit we deal with, bro. But if dude get reelected, I'm not surprised. I'm not as surprised, but I'm like, y'all really just didn't care no more. That means you really just was like, let it burn. Because that also means that the white lash that happened, because that's the only reason he won. It was a white lash from Obama. And like, if he wins again, that white lash is real. It is still real. And those feelings are hurt. And at the same time, you got all these goofies. We're the supreme race and all that. Like, bro, your diabetes tell you ain't supreme in shit but sugar. So, I don't know, man.
Sad. It's sad.
I don't even know if it's sad, bro, because I don't know if it's sad because it's like this shit has been here. People thought it wasn't real. People thought black and brown people, you know what I'm saying? People thought black and brown people were playing just the victim card the whole time. The whole time. And now you're seeing all this shit. Like I tell everybody, the pandemic was the best fucking thing that could have happened to us because people had no choice but to sit the fuck down and look. They had to see it. And then they had to keep seeing it back to back to back. And they thought it was a game when we kept telling them it was happening back to back to back. And so when it did, they're like, oh my God, what do I do? I'm like, yo, this is what we told y'all. So now, again, I felt like this with the protest, bro. I said, everybody gonna protest for about a week or so. Everybody gonna be fired up, pumped up about a week or so. Protests will happen. They lasted about 2 weeks, two and a half weeks. Now you don't see shit. Everybody back on their bullshit. Like it wasn't nothing. It was like I knew it was gonna be that way. It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. I knew, like me and Winston, we said on Blurs one week, like when they called it the All Black Lives Matter rally out here, because I knew what they were doing. Like I said, I think they used the wrong word. You should have never used all. You could have said every. If you'd have said every, because that all part rubs people the wrong way because of this whole all lives matter thing. It makes it sound like you're blending the all lives matter with Black Lives Matter. Even though, yeah, you're talking about trans, queer, LGBT, and all those because of being pride. I was like, y'all should just use every. But shit's died down. It's like, okay. We're gonna see. I mean, you said it. I will be shocked. My soul will be shocked if this dude don't get reelected. So
makes you so angry, dude. Like like
that. I was told I've been told, always been told, you're never supposed to wish death on people, which I get it.
Yeah,
fine. I don't wish death on anybody. However, I do wish Charles Darwin's natural selection to happen, because that's seemingly what's happening now with this virus. You know, you got people who should do everything they can do, who should be doing everything they can do to keep from getting infected, acting like it's nothing. And that speaks volumes, bro.
Another one crying because the numbers are going up because you're stupid. It's your fault. You're the reason. I'm sick all of a sudden.
People were like, oh, the Black Lives Matter protest did it. I was like, no, they've already proven that wasn't the case. There, because everybody there, over 98% of people that were marching everywhere had on masks. So the odds of them spreading anything was slim to none. Whereas all of these haircuts and golf protests, you thought you were just anti-tyranny, and now you all motherfuckers. So, man, this has been a dope conversation, bro. Just being able to sit up there and chat it up with you.
Dude, this is nice. Yeah, thanks.
Told you this is what this is, bro. Just chat it up, man. Just like, because I know, like I said, I know for a fact you've been trying to be able to just sit down and talk. I know for a fact you had. Like I said, and I'm glad I've been able to, like I said, we did a little bit with the tacos, but man, bro, I'm glad we got a chance to do this, man.
Definitely.
And thank you for the support, the love you give, bro. I appreciate you a million. You don't understand. I tell Winston, I'm like, this is a good man. This is a good, wholesome man. It's a good man with good spirit. Good spirit.
Yeah.
Lord, look stupid.
But as long as I can support you, I will support you.
Man, I appreciate it. Tell you something. God is going to bless you, sir. Because I believe if you do good, good come back to you. Man. So listen, this is what we're doing, man. This is one-on-one for the supervillain. I want to thank Adalberto Rios for being a part of the squad, being here. All right, so you cool with me posting this, right?
Yes, sir.
I'm trying to think. Should we put this in the Patreon? Or I'm gonna put it in the Patreon. I'm gonna put it in the Patreon and then leave it in for like a week, then make it live. That's how I'm gonna do it. And there was no drugs or drinking involved for that. All right, y'all. We're gonna holler at y'all the next go round with the next person. So stay tuned for more. Thank y'all. I'm out of here. Bye.